Hey everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Okay, so I got an email a while ago about brokers again, specifically in the world of forex brokers. A while back, 2 years ago, it looks like, I put up this video on called Six Ways Your Retail Forex Trading Broker is Screwing You. And there's a variety of ways that they just love to get people losing money and profit off of that. So we move on to another section. One of the brokers I dealt with a year ago that were just pretty well awful in terms of support and just didn't seem to care about their customers. They might say one thing and more focus on the marketing. This video will explain that. Now, if you go into my YouTube channel again and look up Oanda, you'll notice here there's a lot of videos on this topic, brutally honest opinions of forex trading brokers, LMAX, oanda, FXCM, Dukas Copy, interactive brokers. I probably did this out of anger. There's some other experiments I did with Oanda, Dukas Copy versus Oanda versus FX Pro, Forex Pro API trading, and some other ones. But if you read the comments, you'll notice a lot of people, especially in this video, a lot of people are just so much hate on with Oanda and other brokers, how they screw you over. That's why you should watch this one, 6 Ways Your Retail Forex Trading Broker is Screwing You. So we got one story where somebody was pretty heated, pretty pissed off, and was thinking of suing Oanda. Sounds like they got out of a deal where, I mean, they were moved out of Oanda, no longer as a customer, boo hoo hoo, and basically they were offered some money and given. I told the guy, hey, just take the money and run. And move on, chalk it up as a lesson learned. So anyways, he came back with some interesting brokers, ones that I've never heard of. So let's make this bigger for us old folks. I'm not really all that old, but it's my sense of humor. Anyways, I'm going to take out the potty mouth stuff. I'm sure you can read it, but for anybody on the podcast, do you think so? What do you think about ATC, the FTC broker, the FX broker? Now, remember, I don't know who this ATC is. I got to find a broker I could still walk away after I'm effed. LOL. I might end up going to securities. It's what I started with what I mean. I got zero choice. Yeah, everybody, especially in the States, Americans have had it really screwed. They call themselves the freest country in the world, while the financial trading and exchange lobbies have brought in rules like pattern day trading rule, where you need 20 grand to do automated trading, and also the removing of CFDs in the US. And that's all not because of the government's trying to protect you. It's the lobbyists that are trying to control these new potential market assets so that they don't lose business over it. No different than why is pharmaceutical drugs in the US so high? Well, it's because of lobbies. Anyways, coming back to that, it's the same reason why the U.S. is so screwed in the forex industry as well, especially on the broker side. FXCM comes to mind with that. So continuing on, I don't really want to go back to Ally. Maybe they've gotten better in the past. I don't think so. If a company's bad, they're always bad. Maybe they've gotten better in they don't offer corp accounts, so I'm going to get effed on taxes. Basically have TD or ATC, no effing way. I'm going to forex.com. Gain capital shares have been taking a pounding because no F's about them. Their reviews are even worse than Oanda. Yes, they probably are. Anyways, I could confirm that. I wouldn't move with them anyways. Any ideas? Keep in mind, I live in the States of FNA. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so FXCM is a good example of why people get screwed over. Also, I noticed, I put this in a past video and I mentioned it, that the U.S. selection of currency pairs are very not very big. When you look at, well, I'm using like Duca's copy, but they don't take U.S. Citizens or residents for some reason. Won't get into that, but they're not great, but they're adequate. But they also take a lot of other currencies you won't find in American brokers. Examples could be the ruble, the Polish zloty, pile of other ones. I have never heard of ATC. This is me. I've never heard of it, but these reviews look good. So I always look at the forex broker, forex peace army. These guys look good. They're like a 5. I mean, you go, God, these guys sound like they're perfect. Maybe they are. But I will say one thing. When I see beware of ATC bad review like this, and they respond, that shows you how responsive they are. Now, any broker, like if you looked up, let's say Oanda, you can see they got a 3. Let's see. Yeah, they're like they don't even respond because their reviews are so bad. It seems on but ATC seems pretty good. So even they respond, which is a good sign. They care about their customers. So who knows? But that to me is a good sign of something. So ATC is new. I'll talk about ATC in a minute. So I already responded there. I also have always knew about LMAX, but they seem to have been slipping. So with forex peace brokers, you can see here they're 3.5 out of 5, which is slightly better than Oanda. So they're doing okay, but here's a bunch of ones. So the only reason I use LMAX as an example for Americans is because they take the Java API, because it is proprietary, but it is an advantage. I've known people years ago that were with LMAX. So always remember that if you have it as an option. But lastly, I heard that you have to fund your money through Malta or something, which is not a good thing. So too bad does not offer other software options. So that I mean by if you ATC brokers, so they're out of England. When it comes to the platform, I'm kind of not sure if I should be worried about it, but it's using MT4, MetaTrader 4. Back in my old days, I used to always say, well, be very careful of anybody that offers MT4. Then they offer this MT4 Pro, which I don't know if it's a modified version of MT4. So it's a proprietary version built maybe off of MT4. I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, for me, I can't really work with them. But if you come under here under partnership, you will get introduction broker, which even I could be doing. But multi-manager account. Okay, so we have this thing called PAM Plus. But here, what just happened? The only thing that gives them any form of API is ability to manage accounts via fix. So they are an ECN as well. So yeah, beware of that. ECN's good actually. It means they don't have market making, just like Duca's copy. I'll let you figure that on your own by doing the Google. So back to here. So there was another recommendation of this FX trading thing as well. I have no idea what this is. I think this is another equivalent of FX Peace Army with lots of reviews on stuff. I'm not sure, but everything comes back to vetting and trust. I mean, I have no idea who this is, but we'll leave it at that. And as I said at the conclusion, I was always use Forex Peace Army Reviews as the only reliable site to check these brokers. So I still stand behind that with the amount of negative reviews, which is a good counterbalance to see if they're blowing smoke up people's asses. So that's pretty well it. But I thought I would introduce you to this ATC brokers. Oh, one other thing I should. So they do no different than Duca's copy. I think the spreads are fairly tight. Actually, it seems a little tighter than, depends, but about the same vein as, from what I'm seeing, as Duca's copy. There was, because they are British. So here's the key, and we've talked about this many times in the past. A financial conduit authority. So they are regulated and protected by the UK government. Right here, up to 50,000. I'm not sure if that is if you are a UK citizen. You can get guardianship and integrity custodian services through Barclays. So they're pretty transparent on that. That's pretty cool. All right, so just wanted to let you know about all that in this broker called ATC Brokers. Let me know what you think. Talk to you later. And it sounds like they take Americans as well. Later.